Oh, that's cool. Contract successful. Well done. We will transfer 14. Oh, 14, eh? See if we can do this one. This is 18. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. The recently released TES home console has proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations by far. And what his customer said, I love the games that come with the TES, and playing with a controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard. I don't disagree with this consumer. I guess it did say customer. I very much prefer controller to keyboard when I can. We're gonna make another zombie game. We should make an action game. We're gonna make a sci-fi action game for the TES. Sci-fi action game. Yeah. We're gonna call it Cyber Jotun. I love it. 2D graphics. Still going with 2D graphics. Gotta. Cyber Jotun is an action game, so the gameplay is going to be super, super important. The story, not as much. The engine probably could use a little more. In Cyber Jotun, you are a Jotun who has awoken in the future with cybernetic implants. And your goal is to get back to Jotunheim via you have to travel across Yggadrisil, the world tree, which is in ruin. God, that sounds great. Somebody make a game about that. Somebody actually make a game like that, please. For action games, world design is not going to be as important, but sound's probably not super important. It's probably mostly graphics. No. Still not there yet. We're gonna see if we can get some new... That's gonna give us a new one there. I think we need a couple more points in tech in order to get anything better there. Recent studies suggest that the increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater for more mature groups. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. New research available. Target audience. Can I get another tech point in here, please? Don't forget creating custom game engines. Yeah, I know. We're working towards that. It's been a while since I put out a new game. It's been a couple months now. Oh, that was a new record on both. Okay. Cyber Jotun. Hitting the market. Let's start some research for target audience. And then we'll get started on a game engine after this. The reviews are in. Let's hit the money. We're in the money. Great. From Star Games. We're getting praise. Uh-oh. All Games is gonna shit all over me. The hell, All Games? Why do you do this all the time? Following the massive success of the TES console, there are now rumors circulating that Vena, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home gaming console. Boom! Okay, we need a game report to see how well this holds up, and then we're going to start working on an engine, because we are freaking shooting for the ceiling with Cyber Jotun. The other great thing... Oh. No! It went away because I clicked it. Let's see. I can't... Oh, there it is. Game report. Post-release, sci-fi and action is a great combo. World design is not very important for an action game. Oh. Sci-fi, everyone, great. Well, I don't have that option yet. Let's create our first game engine. And we shall call it Yggadrisil. Version 1. We want some linear stories. We want some 2D graphics V2. We want to put in our save game, our pause menu, and our 8-bit support. This is an expensive one, but we got the money. We got the money for this. And then I think what I would really like to do today, Vina has confirmed recent rumors about a new gaming console and announced the Master V. The company claims that the Master V is technically superior to the massively successful TES by Nintendo and plans to release it in the coming months. Not a word of a lie. The Master System was the first console that I owned. That and the... Well, owned. The first console that I had. I had the Master System and the TurboGrafx 16 or 64. I forget what it was. 32? I think it was TurboGrafx 16. We sold 40,000 units. I think this is the best performing game we've made yet, which is good. Very good. All right. We're going to do one more research. We got some new stuff we can also start researching here and there to make out a new one. I wish it wasn't just 4 at a time, because some of these are kind of poopy. Like comedy? Actually, I have an idea for a comedy game, sure. There were 3 main games that I played. There was Keith Courage for the TurboGrafx, which was a side-scroller shooter sort of game where you went back and forth on worlds as this kid and then as this mech. I never beat Keith Courage. I have it. We might try that out. And then for the Master System, there was Shinobi and Wonder Boy in Monsterland, the first one. Wonder Boy in Monsterland, I could make it all the way to the end of the game, and then there was this alternating staircase of platforms. You would jump on one and it would start to descend, and as soon as you jumped off of it, it would go up. And so the goal was to jump from this block to this block, and they would alternate going up the screen. And I could never make it to the top to get to the dragon, who was the final boss. I played that so many times, and I never got to the final boss, because I would always fall off, and then, obviously, the old games, they had sort of a time limit on them. And I would run out of time and die before I ever got close. Shinobi... Growing up, we could never make it. I say we. My mom and I used to play it back and forth. My dad and I used to play Keith Courage. Oh, have some fond memories of those things. So we're going to make a comedy kids game. It's going to be a comedy adventure with the Yggadrisil engine. Yes, engine. For the TES. And we're going to utilize our funniest Lokis Playhouse is what we're gonna call it. Play horse, not play horse. We're gonna up ourselves to version 2 of our 2D graphics so that we can include some 8-bit support. And we're gonna have to put in a pause menu for these kids. We're not gonna include linear story for this adventure. Gameplay is not important. It's so weird. Is story more important for an adventure? So at the end of the third world of Shinobi, there is a wall of heads that spin and slowly come towards you, and you have to jump back and up and down shooting your shurikens, or there was the upgraded version of that was like a bullet. Like you had like a gun. And the best we could do was we would just beat that. And then the first level of the fourth world would destroy us. But that wall of heads was the most difficult level we had ever played for a long time. Because there's a lightning wall at one side, and they're just slowly creeping towards you. And if they hit you, they'll bounce you back. And if you hit that lightning wall, you just die. So the goal, or the way you had to beat it was, one, it was almost impossible with the unupgraded shurikens. You had to kind of go at the very start. You had to get as close to that wall as you could, that lightning wall. Otherwise, you just wouldn't end up having enough time. And if you have the bullets, you can jump up and down and shoot the bullets, and the bullets took less hits to kill the spinning heads than the shurikens did. And so if you're jumping up and down with the shurikens, you would almost always lose because they got too close too quickly, even though you're doing as best you can with the jumping and the shooting and the jumping and the shooting. It's like Mega Man, but Shinobi. So Lokis Playhouse is going to feature heavy dialogue with low AI, I think, but it's gotta feature high-level design. Adventure games gotta be. So now that the Master V's been released, I think we can encapsulate what we are looking for. An adventure game probably focuses on world design. Probably. We can create a sort of Shinobi Wonder Boy style experience, but involving one of our wonderful humans? Our wonderful mythological creatures. The recently released gaming console, Master V, has stirred up the market worldwide. Industry experts say the console is not very well marketed in North America, but that it will flourish in other parts of the world. That doesn't surprise me. I think the very interesting part of the Master V was that it has this cartridge slot, but it also has a card slot in here. They had 2 different versions of delivering games to you. That's insane. Can I get just a couple more points in technology? Look at our design score for this. It's off the charts. Alright, I guess not. So technology, we're not getting a new record. But we got a new design record. Game report for Lokis Playhouse. This probably will not go over super well, but it is for young audiences, so not the target demographic. Oh, or it's almost perfect. Comedy and adventure is a great combo. One of the best, Lokis Playhouse. We're going to have to bring Lokis Playhouse back in the future when we get sequels. That's the one thing that I don't quite understand about this game. You don't get sequels for so long. What did they think was happening with the Mario series back at this time? Sequels. Whatever. Comedy and adventure is a great combo. Level design is not very important. TES with adventure games is bad, but TES with young is great. That's interesting. We're still selling a lot of units. Let's do some research. Get some game tutorials for our next engine. I don't know why, but according to our market research, the recently published game Lokis Playhouse is a surprise hit with players. The developer Norse Game.io is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait for what they will develop next. Everybody's playing my game even though it's not the target demographic. Can you all go away? Weirding me out. What do we got for topics? Maybe we can make a new top. Expedition. What in the shit? Sure. Casual games. Casual games seems like something that comes up around the era of the phone. We hit 50,000 sales with Lokis Playhouse. Recent market data shows that the Govador 64 seems to be losing market share against other PC manufacturers. In an unofficial statement, a G64 employee said the company has been unsuccessful in introducing higher-priced computers to compete against newer and more advanced PCs. Goodbye, Govador. Alright. We're gonna do an E for everyone. Expedition. Adventure. For the Master V. 80,000. That seems high. Now, if we're doing an expedition style game, there's one thing that I can think of. You know what? It's not directly related, but it is related. It's not directly Norse, but it is directly Thor, and we're going to call this The Journey into Mystery. You know? You play as either Thor, Loki, or Valkyrie, three of our recurring characters from the past, on a journey into mystery. I don't actually know where it's going to go, you know? Maybe the ending is DLC, which is the worst decision you could make as a game developer. If you put your true ending, if you put direct story-related shit from your main game in your DLC, how dare you? That being said, we might do it. Forgot to put save game on there and linear story. Whoopsie. I was too busy lighting up fire under no real reason. Level design is not important for adventure, so we want to go with AI and dialogue, I guess? Seems weird. 57,000 units. Wonderful. Now, an adventure game should be... I think this is good. I don't think we need to do anything else. I think we keep it there. Oh, gosh. No post-release content. We'll just... The Gameling. I like the Game Boy. Compared to PCs and other gaming consoles, the Gameling is underpowered, but given the low cost and excellent portability, it might find a huge following. The Gameling is said to hit the shelves in the next month. Can we get another technology point? Tech points. No? You always bumping me up with design, but never tech. It's probably due to what I'm putting into the thing. Forget that we get a bonus when we do new topics and new combos. Game report. I feel like this one may bomb a little bit. Oh no, we got another almost perfect, baby. We're gonna get a 10 from Informed Gamer. I love you. And from Game Hero. Oh, you spoil me. And All Games. Holy crap, we got an almost Star Games. You holding out, fucker. How could you? Look at that. We sold 100,000 units in the first week. Journey into Mystery is my saving grace. No, we're not moving yet. No way. Click on that. The Gameling has been released. Expedition and Adventure is a good combo. Graphics is quite important for adventure games. Master V adventure games are bad, though. Okay. Good to know. I don't understand why, but good to know. We need some more stuff for our next engine. I don't understand what audio mixer is. I also don't understand what console is, unless that means like the tilde function. I'm going to go 16-bit support. We got to gear up for that next generation of consoles. Yeah, baby. The latest game by Norse Game.io has been received very positive reviews. Informed Gamer gave it a 10, saying, best of its kind. If Norse Game.io continues to innovate like this, they may become a new fan favorite. We got lots of fans. I don't know what you're talking about. What else we got here for construction? Valhalla Builder Simulator. It speaks for itself. Can I do two things? No. Okay. I wish I could just queue up a bunch. Look at this. We might almost hit 500,000 with this game. Journey into Mystery, you legend. Alright, we're going to try and do one more thing here. We're going to get this console out of the way, I think. Or maybe mono sound for our next engine. We got to be pretty close to making a new engine. How did we do? 440,000 units. Hoo boy. With the growing interest in video games, there is also a growing audience for video game magazines. These magazines offer a great new way for game developers to market their upcoming games. New research available. Marketing. I don't have any research points for that, though, so we're going to have to go in for a new game. And we are going to pick a construction simulator for the PC, because that's going to be the best place for that. With the Yggadrisil engine. I don't know why I'm speaking this way. It's not my fault. and we're going to call it Valhalla Builder. This game speaks for itself. You are building and designing your own Valhalla. You have to design the Hall of Ancients. There's not going to be a story, but we'll put a save game on here. Engine is going to be very important. Story is not going to be. Gameplay is going to be a little more. Although I could see there being story and quest for a Valhalla builder, right? You got to build up some defenses because there may be attacks. You got to send your fallen heroes out to the fields. Oh gosh, I've forgotten the name. Hold on a moment. The fields. I've got it in my. The fields of Volkvagnar. Speaking of, if you're around, join the Discord. I'm on a roll today. We don't need dialogue in this at all, do we? AI, probably good for a simulation. Level design, probably good. I don't know that these need to be matched. Maybe AI is a little less important for a simulator. Although for my simulator, maybe it is a little more important. And then world design, probably not super important for a simulation, but graphics and sound, I'm gonna lower graphics a bit and keep sound up there. Sounds pretty good to me. No post-release content. Although this seems like the kind of game where you could have expansion packs. Vena, creator of the Master V, has announced the Vena Gear, a portable console to directly compete against the Gameling from Ninvento. The Game Gear did not do well at all, if I'm not mistaken. Spokesperson for the company said, "Unlike similar devices on the market, which don't come close to gaming consoles, the Vena Gear has basically the full power of the Master V, except that you can take it with you. The Vena Gear also has a full color screen." Wasn't the Vena Gear the size of a book? Will this topple the Gameling? We will see. No, it really won't. Oh, right. I gotta finish my game. Sitting here going, where is my review? Valhalla Builder. Move to new office. Oh, are we ready for this yet? I kind of want to move into the new... You know what? Yeah, we'll move. We got 3 million. It only takes 150,000 to move. Welcome to your new office. Now that you have a bigger office, you can also hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make even better games. Let's go look. Let's make a game report. For Valhalla Builder, we know simulation is good on PC, so we know that the platform is correct. E for everyone seems perfect for... Oh my gosh, can we get a perfect game here? Valhalla Builder will be my first perfect game I have ever created? Nope. All games sticking me. Sticking me at the end. The Ferguson engine serves the game very well. However, I'm not going to let this be perfect because it's a simulation game. Fuck you.